Welcome to Startup Health TV, where we celebrate the entrepreneurs and innovators who are transforming health. I'm your host, Logan Plaster. It's my privilege to be here with my friend, Ole Nielsen, CEO and co-founder of GoPen. Ole, always good to see you.
Thank you, Logan. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm happy to be in a place where you have all aspects of investors, of health, the movers and shakers, and guys like you that help tell that story. So it's really a pleasure. Thank you.
It's been really cool to see your journey and see how you're coming out to market with this more affordable insulin pen, which is going to really change the lives of folks with type 1 diabetes. Just break it down for us of what you've built.
There's around 60 million people in the world that are using insulin. Mm-hmm. Out of them, 11 to 15 million are still using syringes. And we want to replace that because the use of syringes is difficult and people actually skip doses. So we've invented a pen that costs the same as syringes. The reason why people use syringes is often due to cost.
Okay.
So taking departure in, they are actually buying something. We invented something that could be matching their price. And that is a combination between a durable device and a disposable syringe, which you can actually attach to the pen, and suddenly you have a combined interface and a combined pen.
What's the cost differential between sort of the old way, I'm going to go get a syringe every day, and the potential for this affordable insulin pen?
Well, our intention is it should be the same price.
I mean the current insulin pen that's too expensive. Sort of what's that differential?
We did a survey for instance, in Kenya, and there you can buy an insulin vial with 1,000 ml, 1,000 units in it for $1.5. Okay. And one insulin pen with 300 units in it costs $12.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
you do the math. There's lots of differences, and this is just the world that a lot of people are living in. Also here in the U.S., we see a lot of people still. Our estimates, it's around 3 million people that are still using vials and syringes in the U.S. because that little dime is the reason why they do it.
Yeah.
And what the cost difference is here in the U.S., that's a complicated question to answer because there are so many, if you like, different payment systems, and then you have to pay a little bit yourself, and then you have deductibles, and it's not easy.
You mentioned Kenya. Talk to me a little bit about your global hopes for this company, because a lot of great technologies kind of get rolled out to the top 1% of people who can pay, and I know you have a passion for accessibility and making this available. So sort of help me understand that.
Typically, innovations are made from the top so that they are made for the rich to start with. And pardon me for using such a loaded word, but that's how it is. And there's a reason for that. It's so expensive to develop devices and medical medicines so that you have to go that route. We have found a way to actually start looking at what is the needs and what are the criteria for making a device that will be made for everybody from the beginning. Yeah. So instead of having to wait for patents to expire and getting accessible everywhere, we made something that is patent protected, but directly for the end consumer that we had in target. We think everybody should be using an insulin pen.
Yeah. Talk to me about kind of your Danish roots. I've asked you this before, and I feel like there's an interesting connection between the beautiful design of this product and also your desire to make it affordable globally. Yeah. And sort of help me understand kind of, is that tied to, any sort of Danish cultural elements here that you're bringing to the market? I think that's an interesting differentiator for you, and gives you a different perspective.
Yeah, and thank you for asking that question. So, Danish design is known globally for simplicity, for something that is accessible. I think when we thought about this, we said it needs to be good, it needs to be the right product, but it needs to be made affordable from the beginning. And it was that combination of, if you like, simplicity and also functionality for everyone that we were looking for. Yeah. So that was what we came back. And it's if you want to make a change for everyone, you have to think of those users from the beginning, and that's what we've done.
Yeah. Now I know you're on a tough journey because you're developing a physical product. A lot of folks here are doing SaaS platforms. Yeah. It's different. You're dealing with manufacturing and you're dealing with all that stuff. So where are you at in that process? And What have you learned about that process coming through?
Oh, it's first of all, doing physical product development. You have to think about how that product will be as the end product. So there's no beta versions.
Yeah.
Here it's the perfect
almost
product.
Irreducible complexity. Like you have to.
Yeah. So you have to match all that, and that's why. That's also why product development for medical devices is expensive when it's physical medical devices, because you gotta do it right the first time. Because you have to document every step. You have to do all these things. In SaaS and software, you can make the next release. They have to be. There's a lot of regulations around that as well, but it's more flexible.
Yeah. How do you sort of stay the course when you hit one of these moments where you're dealing with a manufacturer, or maybe you're dealing with an investor who doesn't quite understand the life cycle of a medical product? Like, how do you stay on the course?
First of all, communications. Friends like you helps a lot. Helping to get the story out, but it's also making sure that when you are far away from your your hoped track and the reality, that's just something where you need to also educate your peers around you. And luckily there are investors that are super interested in this and that know that making a difference is hard work. Yeah. It's not if this was easy, somebody would have done this long time ago.
Exactly. You're a part of our T1D Moonshot community. Has it been valuable for you to be in a sort of a collaborative environment where other people care about type 1 diabetes?
Definitely. First of all, helping a lot of things, that small things also that where you sort of say, okay, can I say this? At one point, we were sort of a little bit afraid of saying the word affordable, and because in that it has a second child as cheap, which is another association of something that really doesn't work. So we were afraid of using that word, and that was one place where the community said, "Hey guys, we think you're wrong here. You can go out and say that; it communicates clearly." So that's one thing. But also, when you have your lows, you have somebody to share it with, and they help elevate you again. And I really appreciate the batteries included approach that you have here, because that also gives to the other members. And we do it online, and it's wonderful, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I love hearing you say that, because sometimes the emotional side, you can kind of put it over here, and then to realize that actually sometimes that's the thing that sustains you through the valley, is the emotional support that says, no, you can make it.
Yeah.
And that can be the difference between survival and closing up
easily.
shop.
There's so many places where you can sort of put your boat in harbor and say, I'm stopping. It's over, and there you need your help. I'm an extrovert, so getting sort of the energy from people also helps me.
It's huge. Well, Ole, I appreciate the update and love what you're building. We're going to keep watching you very closely over the next year or two. I wish you the best as you work with manufacturers and bring this product to market. So,
Thank you. If I may say one last thing, we are on a journey right now, and we have an interesting journey where we want to invite also people in to be part of the company. So we are looking for people that could maybe take investment tickets. Right now we are at a stage where we have match funding from the European Union. We were so lucky to get a big grant from the European Union of 2.5 million euro. And we've only gotten half of that, so the other half is coming in April, and they will also match our investment. So we're looking for a round of 6 million euro, with 3 million already there from the European Union. So,
what did that mean for you to get that kind of validation from the EU?
It's again, and that's again why this is important. It's the validation from the EU is a big stamp of, hey guys, there's somebody who we are throwing money at, and we are investing in them, and because they have something that will make the world a better place. So that's really important, and it's one of those things where this journey that we are at is so big, is so important, but we really need helpful friends from everywhere. We have the European Union, we have some people that want to come in and join the company and be co-owners, but we also have communities that are supporting us like crazy. When we go to ADA, it's wonderful to sort of be part of that. We communicate with the DDOG community, which is a diabetes community. So the story is so big that you just have to rely on your friends to actually make it. So that's why I'm also appreciative of the T1D moonshot.
That's great. Well, we'll blast that out. We'll make sure people know how to contact you when they watch this video.
Thank you.
And I wish you the best, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ole.
Thank you.